CigarClub.com, the first ever intelligent cigar subscription. Also an official sponsor for RonRealTV. YouTube, what is going on? It is your boy Ron Real, aka Double R, back in the building, back with another video, back with another matchup for Cigar Madness. Today we got two powerhouse cigars going up against each other today. Full body, full strength. This should be a very, very good matchup. We have the #1 seed, the Padron 1926 80th anniversary, going up against the 4th seed, Espinosa Laranja Oscuro. You guys hang tight and stay tuned. We'll get to the matchup. All right. Fourth matchup in the first round. Heavy hitters, dog. Heavy hitters. Today we're gonna be smoking the Padron 1926 80th anniversary. That will be our #1 seed going against the #4 seed, the Espinosa Laranja Oscuro. Fantastic cigars, both of them. We will be starting out with the Padron. We'll let the #1 seed go first, see what it has to do. As you guys know, that I've reviewed this cigar before. It is a Nicaraguan Puro. Fantastic, just a beautiful cigar. It's considered a double perfecto. My admiration for Padron is just, you know, through the roof, but I'm looking at it now. It's got tight and visible seams on this one. There is some tooth present, not crazy toothy, but there is some present. Very minimal veins. Very minimal. This is a very neat, very nice looking cigar. Kind of a barnyard cocoa smell on it. Nice pointed head, tapered foot. Excited to get into this. We won't wait any further. As I was showing you before on the other one I had, the band's kind of loose. So that's just letting you know that this thing has been aging properly, in the proper conditions. Y'all, I know some of y'all over there sitting right now. Man, I already know he's gonna score this one like a 95 or a 96. Hey man. The draw is good already. Uncle Lee, I know you watching too. So we're gonna try to turn Uncle Lee into a Padron guy, man. Again, the draw is perfect, but if it's not performing well, I told you guys I'm gonna be unbiased. And this Laranja Oscuro down here ain't no joke either. Very good cigar for a third of the price. Been battling a virus for the past couple days, so I haven't been able to really smoke or record. So it's nice to be able to know that you're gonna be smoking two really good cigars coming out of having a virus, man. So cocoa, leather, earth, medium to full body, long finish. Man, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. We're gonna get through this first third, man, and come back and give y'all some updates and let y'all know what's going on. All right, y'all, we're getting right through this first third. Hey, it's a monster here. Draw has been flawless. As you guys can see, burnt line and the ash, flawless. The consistency is unreal. Immediately, from as soon as I took the first draw, it's a medium to full in body, and I would say full flavors immediately. The flavors are very nice and bold. Had a nice black coffee, nice dark chocolate flavor at first, a lot of earth. That's turned into a hickory. I'm getting some leather notes off of it. Super complex in this first, I don't know, inch and a half or so. Very complex, or the flavors are very full. Body is nice and medium. I'd say medium to full. I already know towards the end of this cigar it's gonna be up in the full range. And I would say the strength right now is a medium, but I'm expecting the cigar to reach full by the time we end this. I think this could be Padron's, possibly their best cigar they've ever made. Completely flawless. Also a little bit of black pepper in there too, but performing beautifully. Really, I don't even know what else to say. So we'll just really scoot on through this second, third. See if the consistency of everything is going. See if we get any new flavors or anything like that. See if anything bumps up as far as the body of the smoke and the strength. There you have it, man. Padron being Padron. There's a reason why it's the #1 seed. So y'all hang tight. We'll catch y'all in the second, third. well on our way through the second third. Still the draw has still been perfect, burning very good. Flavors changed a little bit, getting more of a roasted almond kind of flavor. The dark chocolate's kind of faded off to a milk chocolate. Still very enjoyable, very full as far as, I would still say, or I'm gonna say the body is elevated to a full. As far as body, I'm gonna say the flavors are nice and full, and still say the strength is around a medium. It's there, you know, it's letting you know it's there, but it's nothing that's gonna have you sweating or worried or anything like that. And I'll rephrase that too. To the more seasoned smokers that are experienced with more medium to full cigars, it's gonna be fine. Now, I wouldn't recommend somebody that's just jumping off into cigars smoke this. Even for my more seasoned smokers, I had a big meal before I started smoking today. I had a big old pot roast, carrots, potatoes, so I put a lot on my stomach. So make sure you guys are eating when you have these medium to full cigars. I do it sometimes. It's not really smart of me to smoke stuff without anything on my stomach or anything like that, but sometimes it happens. But still burning really good. Burn line's been great. No touch-ups, no relights or anything like that. Been able to completely enjoy it. The aromas off this cigar are very good. Elite cigar. Gonna come back after this last third, give you guys some numbers. I can already tell you now, this Laranja's got his hands full, but I'm sure it's gonna put up a good show too. Maybe even beat this thing, who knows? So we'll see. Yeah, we'll keep on smoking through this last third, so y'all hang tight. All right, you guys, we're wrapping it up with this last third. Burn line still flawless, draw still been flawless. This is how number one seed should perform. This thing is a beast of a cigar. Just unbelievable performance by Padron. Unbelievable. I expect nothing less of them though, especially at the price point. Like I said, I'm not gonna mention that, but you guys know Padrons aren't cheap, but this is what it's all about. It's performing just how it should. Last third has been pretty much captivated with dark chocolate, starting to get that roasted almond flavor in there. Nice long finish. I would say everything finished out to medium to full body, flavor, and strength. Solid cigar. So another thing too, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier or not, but and I think I actually made the mistake when I reviewed this cigar when I did the pairing with the Glenmorangie. This cigar is actually a 6 3/4 by 52 ring gauge. I think I said it was a 54, but it's a 52 ring gauge box press double perfecto. Amazing, man. Amazing. Nicaraguan Puro. This to me, this is Nicaragua's best. I'm just captivated and just amazed by how Padron is able to hone in on such intense, full flavors, but at the same time, they're able to keep it so smooth. And I would just think that was accredited to just the fermentation process and how aged the tobacco is. So with that being said, we'll get into the numbers. I gave the flavor a 19 out of 20, the draw a 20 out of 20, the burn a 20 out of 20, complexity is 17 out of 20, and the strength a 18 out of 20. Overall score 94 out of 100. Phenomenal cigar, phenomenal showing. That Espinosa has his hands full, but I'm looking forward to smoking it, seeing what it's gonna do. With that being said, we'll swap over, get on this Espinosa, so y'all hang tight. All right, you guys, excellent performance by Padron. Padron being Padron. The 1926 80th anniversary, 94 out of 100. But now we're gonna be smoking the 4C Espinosa Laranja Oscuro. This is a very nice looking cigar too. Cannot front. Nice cloth, white cloth footband on it. We'll go ahead and slide that off. Not really much coming off of it, but this is I can't lie, man. This is a nice looking cigar. Very dark, not really oily. It's got a nice sheen on it, but I wouldn't say very oily. The seams are very tight and visible, but very nice. This is a very good roll. Nice and evenly packed. Not much tooth to it. There are some veins present, but they're pressed down, so nothing is making the cigar stand out in a bad way. Looks like a nice double cap on it. Very easy to identify the outer cap where I'll be cutting. I love the bands on these things too. They're very clean, simple, and majestic looking, not overly done. Sometimes you get cigars with bands that they cover up the whole cigar. They're just really elaborate. This is very nice and clean. If I were to have a cigar company and I would do banding, it would be something very similar to this. So we'll go ahead and cut this up. But this is a Toro Vitola. This is a 6 by 52 box press. It has a Brazilian Matafina binder on it. It has it has a Brazilian Matafina wrapper on it. It has a binder and filler from Nicaragua. So we'll go ahead and cut it up, see what we got. And just like a shameless plug too, this is probably one of the best cutters I've ever used. Like, you could cut fast or slow, make slow, precise cuts. This thing is just, and I've had it for over 3 years. It's just razor sharp. Kind of like a cinnamon brown sugar taste to it a little bit. The draw is a little on the snug side, but we'll see how that goes. Everybody knows I'm a big Espinosa fan too. I love the regular Laranja. Very, very good cigar. And what's funny is my very first video on the channel was a Espinosa Habano, which scored I think it was right outside of the top 10 of this year's Cigar Aficionado list, somewhere around in there. But I'm a very big Espinosa fan. I love the La Bomba line they do. Black pepper is probably about a 7.5 or 8. Waking them sinuses up a little bit. Ooh, man. Dark chocolate, a little bit of a tea flavor in there too. It's very, very good. A little earth in that background too. We'll go ahead and get this thing heated up. See what we got in this first third, so y'all hang tight. All right, you guys. So first and foremost, body of this thing, I would say it's a good medium. Flavors are good medium. Strength is a good medium. The draw is actually really fine. Flavors are really, really good. Starting to get like espresso notes. There's a leather in there. There's a good spice. That first inch or so in the cigar, the black pepper was really, really intense, especially on that retro hill, but that's died off. But it's just kind of a good undertone spice for the rest of these flavors. It started canoeing very early on. I purged it a little bit. So, and for you people that don't know what purging is, instead of taking draws, you blow into it, and I'm trying to raise the temperature of the tobacco so it can try to catch up and get the other stuff, get the other part of the wrapper and binder ignited to try to get it to catch up. With me purging it a couple of times, it did catch up, and I was like, oh, okay, it came up out of the canoe. But shortly after it's starting to canoe again, and there's, you know, starting to become a hollow area in there too. So I was really trying to keep from correcting it, but at this rate, the flavors are still good, so I don't want to alter the flavors of the cigar by letting it canoe too long. So I'm gonna have to correct it. I hate that too, but hey, it happens sometimes. I'd rather go ahead and correct it now, and the cigar still perform, you know, pretty good, than to just try to gamble any farther. So we'll go ahead and correct that up. Let that sit for a minute. Flavors are very, very good though. Very impressed with this. I've smoked quite a few in the Toro size, the Corona size, and the Lancero. And I will say, for people watching, if you like the normal Laranja, go ahead and try the Laranja Oscuro too. All the sizes are very enjoyable. It's actually the first one I've had that's burned kind of like that. We'll let that sit for a minute so it can catch up. But yeah, overall, still very, very enjoyable cigar. But you guys already know, of course, some points are gonna have to be taken off for me correcting it and just kind of how it's burning a little bit. But everything else is going really good. So the potential for the matchup to still be really close, or this to still win, is still there. You just never know. With that being said, man, we'll let that sit for a minute, kind of get through this second third, let you guys know what we got. So y'all hang tight. All right, you guys, we're finishing up in the second third. Minus that one touch up, cigar's still been performing very, 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 very good. Flavors are nice and full. I would say medium to full, except for strength. Strength is still around a textbook medium, but the body of the smoke has increased, become nice and dense. Flavors are nice and full. A lot of the second third has been the chocolate note. There is that leather still around. The espresso kind of changed to like a nice black coffee base. Flavors are really nice and enjoyable. Y'all know that's definitely the flavors that's like in my wheelhouse. Been really, really enjoying this. Burn line's not razor sharp, but I don't think I'll have to touch it up anymore the whole time of the cigar. But really, really enjoying this. This one's gonna be very, very close too. It's just really unfortunate that canoeing issue happened in that first part of the cigar, but I'll look at the numbers. I still think it's gonna be very close. This could go either way, but hey, you know how it is. That's the joy of this tournament. You just never know what's gonna happen. You could smoke a million of these cigars, and it's the one day you smoke this one, it might not perform well. So that's the mystique, that's the excitement of it all. So that's what I'm enjoying about it too, because you think you'll know something and then you'll smoke and be like, dang, that ain't never happened before. I'm enjoying all this, so you guys hang tight, sit back. We'll get in this last third. I'll come up with some numbers for you guys, let you know if anything changes or anything like that, so sit tight. All right, you guys, wrapping up this cigar. Performed very, very good. Flavors have been still nice and cool. Probably could easily get another 10 or 15 minutes out of this if that's what you choose to do, but we'll stop here. Still dominant, a little bit of leather, that dominant black coffee. The chocolate is kind of faded away, but the flavors are still very nice, clean, and full. I'm gonna go still medium to full on body, medium to full on flavor, and the strength is on the low side of medium to full. Nothing bad. I can feel it a little bit, but nothing crazy. Even though had the canoeing issue. This is a cigar that I would highly recommend that you try if you haven't, in any size. They have a Lancero for you Lancero guys like me. They have a Corona for Corona lovers like me. They have this Toro. I believe they have a Robusto too, I want to say. But Espinosa always kills it. Full flavor, usually full body stuff, just very good cigars. But we'll go ahead and get into the score. All right, so for flavor, I gave it an 18 out of 20, very good flavor. Draw was a 19 out of 20. I know that cold draw started off kind of like it was gonna be tight, but from the very beginning, it's been very easy to manage smoke production. Very good draw. Knocked a couple of points off for the draw or the burn. So I gave the burn an 18 out of 20. Complexity was a 17 out of 20. Flavors, a lot of flavors changing around in dominance and things like that. Very good. Strength, I gave a 17 out of 20. Overall score, 89 out of 100. If you can do the math, Padron marches on. The #1 seed came in. It proved to the world, hey man, I'm #1 for a reason. I perform all day, every day. We're gonna just call Padron 24/7 because, hey, I know some of you guys, oh man, he buys. It's not even about that. The Padron just outperformed the Espinosa today. Espinosa was there. If it wasn't for the burn issues, probably would have easily been in that low 90s, been a very close, or been a lot closer of a matchup. Didn't perform bad. 89 out of 100, still very good. Just right there on the edge. That burn issue, that canoeing just kind of dropped it off a little bit. So very good matchup. This was the 4th matchup in the first round, so we are halfway through the first round of Cigar Madness. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Stay tuned in. We got a lot more bangers coming. So with that being said, y'all already know the name of the game, relaxation and enjoyment, and y'all already know to be driven, never motivated. We'll catch you guys on the next matchup.